Contrary to popular belief, fighters don't just live in cages.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of the fans think that, I don't know, fighters are, you know, animals and not normal people, which they are normal people. They have the everyday pressures of providing for their families. Many of them are fathers, husbands, you know, have to hold down jobs, occupations to pay the bills, and MMA is their passion. But people have to remember that fighters are, you know, fighting is what they do, it's not who they are. Fall down.
Jesse,
How you doing, buddy?
What's up?
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm just making breakfast. You guys hungry?
Oh yeah, thanks for having us. Brought a little hot sauce just in case, spice things up a little bit.
What are you making?
A scrambled / omelet concoction I threw together.
What's the green stuff in it, bud?
Spinach.
Spinach.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Good stuff for you. Always healthy. Gotta have the greens. I usually don't eat a whole lot before I go to the gym, just because the workouts are so hard that you feel sick to your stomach. So I really pound a whole lot of food right after a workout. And that's what's hard for me, is I have to eat a lot of calories right after my workouts, because if I can't eat a whole lot before I go in there and work out, you work out several times a day, you need to fit your calories in there somehow, or else you're gonna not have enough to sustain your weight, which is not a problem for all fighters, but for me.
Good point. So you think we should eat? Because I think you're going to burn the omelet if we get continue
I'm good at burning stuff, and yeah.
Nice. I got the OJ too.
Yeah, we grew up on a farm. We raised pork and beef, so we got a quarter beef in the freezer outside, so we're prepared.
Nice. We should have come over for dinner and had a steak.
Maybe.
So, can I ask, please, what is the ox breakfast?
The ox breakfast: 5 eggs, spinach, turkey, cheese. That's the egg portion. Then get oatmeal. Got strawberries, blueberries in the oatmeal. No extra sugar or anything like that.
Instant oatmeal?
Oh no. Instant oatmeal's got extra like sugar and processed stuff in it. This is just plain Cedar Rapids Quaker Oats oatmeal.
Nice.
And then 2 pieces of dry toast. I don't like to put a whole lot of butter or anything on it. That way it's, again, just the extra carbs and wheat toast that I need.
What other kind of things do you like to eat throughout the day?
Since I'm working out so much, I have like a lot of pastas, spaghetti. I don't eat a whole lot of like hamburgers or, you know, big portions of steak or roast before I work out, just because that meat really sits in my stomach. So a lot of carbs, but some protein mixed in there with it.
This is some good shit.
Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah.
So when it comes to your...
every day I wake up, I crave this breakfast. There's not been a day that I've woken up and been like, I am sick of that ox breakfast. I've gone through a lot of recipes that haven't worked, but this is the one that sticks. I love it.
Nice.
How do you like that hot sauce?
It's very good. So tell me about who does your strength and conditioning?
I got a guy in Cedar Rapids, Ken Kong. He worked with him for years. He just he's a very functional style trainer. So all he does is we like lift kegs and we lift log bars. We do a lot of like strongman stuff because that's functional. It's like moving very inanimate objects. That's like moving a body. That really works well for me in the cage. If I'm just sitting in the gym doing curls, you know, who needs strong biceps? Who cares how big my pecs are in the gym? I just need to be able to throw somebody around. That's all I care about. I don't care what I look like. I don't lift for looks. I lift for functional strength.
Hey,
I'm not trying to be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
He looks good though. He looks good.
Yeah, that just it happens. Who cares?
Are you attracted to him now? Is that it?
Strangely so.
This is it's got greens and fruits in it. I can drink it with water. It's really good.
Well, it's got good flavor. Greens are horrible.
Yeah, you drink.
I mean, literally.
Like dirt. Oh,
yeah, bad dirt.
Yeah.
There's good dirt and there's bad dirt. It's bad dirt.
This is pretty good stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
Want to try some?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that looks fantastic.
Stir it up. Get in there.
Oh, let me use my fork.
Yeah.
You guys rolling on this? Yeah.
So why are greens so important, Jess?
Antioxidants. So, like I was talking earlier, you overtrain. When you overtrain, basically every fighter overtrains for every fight. So, when you're doing that, you're really busting your immune system down, and this brings your immune system back up to par so you don't get sick right before a fight.
Yeah.
Think about being a week out from a fight, then you get a flu. You know, you get the flu, you're all beaten down, you're sick, you just feel horrible. And you gotta go fight some trained fighter. You know, that's a bad day.
Not a good situation.
No.
This isn't bad.
Yeah, it's really
Delish. I enjoyed it quite thoroughly.
I also put a little bit of cherry concentrate in there. It's like a natural anti-inflammatory. So like when you get all busted up from your joints and stuff, it helps shrink down those swollen joints and aching muscles. So rather than taking
Your achy breaky heart.
yeah, rather than taking like ibuprofen, something that's not natural.
So you don't do it the old-fashioned way like I always did, eating Motrin like Cheerios?
No, not my style.
Just checking, just checking.
So this is looking pretty healthy.
Gotta eat healthy every day. If you're missing one component of your, you know, if you're not eating right or you're not training hard or your home life isn't right, it's amazing how it'll affect everything in the fight. You know, a fight's only 15 minutes and there's 4 or 5 months in between each fight. Lots of stuff can happen in between those 4 or 5 months if you don't have everything dialed in.
So tell me about, you know, the period that it takes you to get ready for a fight, as in terms of your strength and conditioning, what types of stuff you do, how it progresses from the beginning of training camp to, say, when you peak right before the fight physically. How does that transition from maybe one type of workout to another from the beginning to end?
It all starts out like with strength. You want to build strength first. If you start out with like endurance too early, you're gonna get burnt out. So start with strength, and then we'll go into like a usually as soon as I hear I got to fight, that's when I start training for the fight. I can't just sit around and be like, you know, some people can drink beer and be like, yeah, I got a fight coming up in 2 months, whatever. That's just not me. As soon as I hear, hey, you got to fight, this is who you're fighting, you know, that's it. No more, you know, eating stupid and going out and partying with buddies. That's when, you know, training camp starts. Lots of, you know, bad things can happen in the cage.
Why are the blueberries so important?
Another antioxidant, superfood, got nothing but good stuff in them. Another good sugar, good fruit to have in your diet, so lots of good vitamins.
Stain the hell out of your teeth, though.
Yeah?
Toothbrushes are.
I got a good dentist.
Yeah, I guess you have to in mixed martial arts, right?
Yep.
So
She helps me out with mouth guards and stuff like that.
should we meet your wife? You know, because
I think so.
What did you say? You say beat my wife?
no.
Bring out the gimp. Come on.
Right.
Well, that's Amy,
So I'll,
Jesse's wife.
yeah.
There you go.
But let's do it. Yeah.
What a clown.
Hi.
This is my wife, Amy.
Nice. Nice to meet
Hi, Amy.
you.
How are you?
She keeps everything calm and quiet on the home front. Pat, even met Pat.
So the chores around the house that you talk about, those are delegated by the wife, I'm guessing?
Delegated and usually taken care of by her because I'm not very good at doing them. So.
Jesse doesn't really do much but train and eat.
No yard work for you?
I do some mowing. First thing I do with the honey-do list is throw it away.
Right. Dude, don't bullshit in front
Don't
of the
write it
cameras.
down and put it in front of me. You can tell me,
cameras.
babe, I'd like you to do this. Okay, cool. And you're like, I want all this stuff done. No.
He won't do it.
No
You
can
won't
do.
do it if you tell him to?
If I ask and if I tell him to do it.
Yeah.
She's my cornerman when I'm outside of the cage, so she takes care of all of my things around the house that I don't have time to by being away at the gym so long. So it's interesting. It was really weird. We were flying out to my last fight and sitting in an airplane. You know, there's a couple of fighters in the airplane. They're reading like fight magazines and stuff. And I have my baby book, What to Expect When You're Expecting. You know, that's it's a big change. It's new. It's you know, I'm getting life insurance and all kinds of weird stuff now. So being a grown adult.
The training, he's gone all the time, and I don't really want to be a single parent.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be home more, trying to do more home stuff. And that way I'm not gone all the time.
It's nice that he's been doing it for so many years that I'm used to it. So it's not something he's just getting into, and I'm realizing that he's gone all the time. So that's, I'm used to it. So I just might be a little cranky because I have a screaming baby.
She's a good wife. She's good with kids. I'm not disciplined with kids, so I let them do whatever they want.
Well, how does that change when you have your own? If you're not disciplined with kids and let them do whatever they want, how's it going to change when it's yours?
hammer.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna have to drop the hammer.
Yeah.
Or hammers.
Hammers.
Ground and pound.
It's nice to have them home a little bit more often, just because training, they're gone 8 hours a day, 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon. So when you have a baby, a lot of things need to be done around the house and taking care of the baby and errands and just daily household things. So to have to do that on your own when he's away playing, it's kind of a big responsibility for one to take on their own.
You're excited to have a kid?
Yeah, it's our first, so it's an adjustment.
How did that change you, Pat, when you had your kids?
I just didn't sleep anymore, basically, is what you do. And, luckily, well, somewhat luckily, my wife stopped working when I got her pregnant the second time. It was my fault. But, are you going to take time off from teaching? How much time are you going to take off? I mean, how's that going to work? With him working, you working, and then you've got a child to raise. That's something that, that's tough.
When teaching, it's nice. The school I'm at, we're on a balanced calendar, so we have more breaks throughout the year. We have less of a summer, 2 months of a summer, but then roughly every month we have about a week off. So when I go back to school, I'll be on maternity leave over Christmas break. Right when I get back, 2 weeks later, we'll have spring break, so I'll have 2 weeks off there, and then go to school for a month, and then summer break. And then I'll have summer, but I'll continue to work. So
did you guys time this pregnancy thing to work
what I
out
was
so
thinking.
well, or what?
no.
I plan it out so that Christmas, baby's born, and then first birthday, I just gotta buy one present. Times are tough financially,
Kid just gets one present. So
Come
what
on,
you're
you're a big
saying,
UFC fighter.
I'm kidding.
what you're basically saying though is the pregnancy had nothing to do with planning, more to do with too much beer.
Oh no, not at all. I think we were training for a fight when we got pregnant. So no beer. No beer.
I like that.
No beer, okay.
We train for a fight. We are pregnant. So they're both sharing in it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, when fight camp
we're
hits,
training.
we know.
Yeah.
We are involved. So.
He's learned the vocabulary quite well, quicker than most men actually.
So
Nice.
she's a trooper.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, this is great to get an inside look and come into your home. I appreciate your time, and we'll get over to the hospital. I'd like to sort of see what you do with the ambulance. Fighting is one thing. You have to deal with some pretty hairy situations, probably pretty funny situations too. So why don't you meet us on over at the hospital and we'll find out.
Sounds great. I'll meet you guys over at the ambulance garage. Sound good?
Hey guys.
Thanks for having us, appreciate
Welcome to work.
Thank you. So what do we have going on behind us?
What this is here, this is our dispatch area. So anytime a call comes in, it comes into one of our dispatchers. They figure out what truck they want to send to that call and send them out and tell us whatever information we need to know about the call. That way we know what we're going into.
How long are you usually here each shift?
It's different for different people. Work different shifts. Some people work a 16-hour shift. I personally work a 24-hour shift at a different area, but so you can be 8, 12, or 16.
Is it harder working on a 24-hour shift than when a lot of people it's hard to get through an 8-hour day? How do you get yourself through a 24-hour shift?
It is hard to do at first, but as soon as you adapt to it and you get used to it, it's not a big deal. When you work an 8-hour shift, you're waiting for 3, 4 o'clock, and so you're always looking at your watch. Working a 24-hour shift, you keep looking at your watch at 3 o'clock, and you got 16 hours left. It becomes a long shift, but as soon as you get it, into your brain that I'm going to be here until the sun comes up again, then you it's not too big a deal. I like it personally because when I go to work, it's physical. It's a very physical job. But it's not as physical. So in theory, that is my break day where I'm not, punishing my body as much at work. So that gives me a little bit of time to recoup, force myself to not go out there and train, not take the abuse of a fighter.
We think of it, if we get hurt, we can always call the ambulance, and that's just customary. It's a given. Mm-hmm. But how many lives would you say you've saved in 1 week's time? Literally.
I've saved, in my career, I've saved, a person has been dead and I've turned 2 people around, that 2 people are walking perfectly normal today. So as far as in a week, we take people to the hospital and there's certain things that need done. If we didn't do it, they'd be a lot worse off. But as far as me personally, taking someone that didn't, was completely dead, bringing them back to life, that's happened twice in my career. And hopefully a few more times before I retire.
Pretty satisfying.
Yeah.
Pretty satisfying.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling to go home at night and know that there's a couple of people that are eating dinner with their dad and eating dinner with their grandma that wouldn't be here unless the staff that I worked with, you know, we brought that patient back.
You must have a much better idea of your own body when you go into the cage, being around this type of environment.
Mm-hmm. This job really complements me in the cage. When you first start fighting, you know, it's something that's been around for years. So people have done it for years, but yet it's very uncomfortable. If you just suddenly broke out into a fist fight, you're very tense, and you need to learn. If you're going to fight for 15 minutes, you need to know how to relax. Everybody can fight for a minute or 2 minutes, but can you fight for 15? So this job takes me into situations where I need to stop, take a breath, think, you know, diabolically pick apart the situation and figure out what I have to do in a crazy, chaotic scene similar to fighting. You know, fighting is chaos, so I need to be able to calm down when, you know, everything is not what I expected it to be.
Right.
So this job definitely complements that very well. If you're just reacting to what's going on around you, you're one step behind. But if you can calm down and slow the fight down and understand what's happening, what's going to happen soon, then you're one step ahead rather than behind, and you're not reacting.
I suppose.
I was thinking, actually, if we could take a look inside the ambulance, because that's almost like your office, right? Mm-hmm. Can we take a look and you tell us sort of what you're going through when you're in there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, great.
Right through here.
Check it out. They're all spruced up, ready to go.
Yeah.
You do the washing yourself?
We keep them clean all the time. Wash them ourselves, stock them ourselves. These trucks are fully stocked with everything we need to go on any 911 call that you can ever think of. So we got stuff to, we have heart monitors to shock somebody if we need to. We have stuff to help people breathe, IVs, all the medical drugs that we need to assist anybody with any cardiac problems that they're having.
What type of drugs you got?
None for you.
I mean, there have to be some of the most crazy calls. I mean, obviously they're very dangerous and horrendous things you have to deal with, but also I'm sure there are some where you're just like, how could this person do this?
Yeah. People get themselves into hairy situations, and you know.
What would be the craziest call? Maybe comical, that somebody did something really stupid to get themselves hurt. Do you remember any specifics on anything like that?
Don't name names.
Yeah, that's not a problem. But you know, this is Iowa, so you get you know, people cooking up certain drugs that are prevalent here in Iowa, such as meth, and that's always entertaining, going to that house that's unkept, and all these things that you would never have in your house, and something just exploded in that guy's face, and of course he's innocent, you know, until proven guilty.
So you're dealing with a burn victim.
Yeah.
Usually with something like that.
And then you gotta decon them, and you know, all that.
Yeah, because they're very dangerous chemicals. You got to deal with that also when you're in a call like that. That's something that people don't think about very often.
Yeah, those are the dirty calls. Being an EMT is definitely the most rewarding job that I've ever been a part of. So it's something I truly love to do. Fighting also. It's a passion of mine. It's something that I always want to do, always want to be a part of. So can't say enough about it. So.
Well, I want to see your nasty side, because you must have some. I mean, if you're a professional fighter, there's got to be some spark inside.
We'll see. We'll put the gloves on you.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Hey
Jesse, I hate to cut you guys short, but we've got a car crash we need to respond to, so we have to get going here.
Okay, we're gonna kick you guys out of here.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Thanks a million.
You guys take off. Where's the siren at?
Come on in.
Excellent. All right, now
Jesse, what would you say is your fighting style?
I'm primarily like a wrestler, so I like to dominate the fight on the ground, take him down, and then beat him up from there, I'd say.
So you like the ground and pound for the most part, you think?
Ground and pound, a little bit of boxing too, starting to blend those two both together. So that's when you're truly a scary fighter, is if you can take the fight to the ground if you want to, or you can beat them on the feet if you want.
For the best way for you to learn, we always have to takedowns, ground and pound, submission, grappling, everything else all in one a lot of times to simulate that stress of a fight. The aerobic, anaerobic crossover, you know, the difference in training, because boxing and kickboxing are aerobic activities, where wrestling and grappling are anaerobic, where your muscles have to function without any oxygen left in them. So it's important for you to go through that to understand it. And so I think maybe Jesse would be kind enough to take you through at least part of a round, because I'm guessing it's not going to take a whole round to finish you.
No headgear either. This is the real deal.
So, if I want the fight to go to the ground right away, what I said was, I'm going to make you strike with me here, here, take you down, get you in a vulnerable position.
No laughing fighting. I think a little ground and pound would be appropriate, Jesse.
Where do you want me to hit you at? You tell me. Want me to hit you in the belly?
Hit him in the belly.
You'll live.
No, Jeremy, no cussing. Every time you cuss, it's 100 push-ups. Okay.
All right.
Keep going, Jeremy. Get out of there. Clock's ticking. Referee's talking to you.
Pitter patter. Let's get at her.
In this position, referee would be saying, improve your position, improve your position. Good job. You got loose. Fight's still on.
All right, here. I just took you down. What do you think's going to happen again?
You're gonna.
Yep. Oh, who saw that coming? Here. Uh-oh. I think this interview's over.
I think I was just choked out. I tap.
You're breathing hard. What's up?
Hey, I wouldn't have been breathing if I waited another 5 seconds.
It's a double feature.